What's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to show you how to meditate. So a lot of people have so many different thoughts about meditation, they don't even know where to start because they just think they can't do it right away. Meditation is this thing where it takes practice. You might not even feel anything the first time, or maybe the first time you go really deep and it's like life-changing. You get up from where you're meditating and you're like a different person. It's different for everybody, and there's no right way to do it, there's no wrong way to do it. You just kind of figure it out by yourself. There's so many different ways to meditate. There's Zazen meditation, there's Vipassana meditation, there's mindfulness, and there's different ways to kind of help you to meditate too. There's bowls, there's binaural beats, guided meditation, Yoga Nidra is a really cool way to meditate too. So enough about that. We all know there's tons of different ways of doing it, and it's been around for a really long time. So let's get into how we can actually do it. So this video is mostly going to be for beginners. If you already know how to meditate or you've done it before, you might already know a lot of this stuff, but make sure you stick around because there might be a few things that you didn't know about. So step number one is to find a spot where it's quiet, there's no distractions. You know you're not going to be bothered. Maybe lock your door or something in your room. So you kind of want to avoid your bed, because if you start meditating in your bed, chances are you're going to fall asleep because you associate your bed with sleep. So when you get into a really deep meditation and you're super relaxed, chances are you're going to fall asleep. So avoid meditating in your bed. There's a bunch of different places you can meditate. You can meditate on a chair, a pillow, a yoga mat. You can even go outside and just sit in the grass or whatever. So yeah, step one, find a good spot that's quiet, you won't be bothered. So find a spot that you can go to every day, so then when you go back to it, you remind yourself that you can relax there, and it becomes a quicker process. So step number two, once you found your spot, you want to sit down cross-legged any way you want, any of these ways, and then you take a few deep breaths. So you want to make sure you just breathe it in, all in, as deep as you can go, and then just let it all out. So you just do a few of those, 2 or 3, whatever, as much as you want, and that'll relax you really quick. So this is a good way to start because it puts you right into the mindset that you're going to relax. So step number 3, you want to be aware. So in this step, you want to be aware of your breath, your body, your thoughts, your feelings. So whatever stimulus you feel, you just want to be aware of it. You don't want to try to label it as something. You try to just look at it and be aware of it. So you can start by being aware of your breath. So those few deep breaths, just be aware. And then once you start breathing normally again, you be aware of those breaths. And you don't try to control your breathing, you just let it happen. And as you keep breathing, you're gonna notice that you're not controlling it. That's just the flow of life, and you're just aware of it. On this step, you can start to become aware of your body parts. So you can start with your hand and just feel them. Feel what they feel like. Are they hot? Are they cold? And you move that awareness all over your body until it feels like just one big field of energy that you're aware of. There's so many benefits to being aware of your body. So once you become aware of all these things, you need to become aware of your thoughts and your feelings. So when you're becoming aware of your thoughts, you just want to listen to them. You don't want to judge them as a good thought or a bad thought, because really they're all just thoughts and they're just happening. So you want to become aware of them and not judge them. If you start thinking a lot, just let it happen. And then once your thought is done, just come back to the present moment. With your feelings, you want to feel them fully. So if you're sad or if you're happy, if you're angry, just feel it in your whole body. You're going to feel this throughout your entire body once you become really aware of your feelings. And you'll realize that it's actually an energy inside you. And if it's a positive emotion, it's going to feel kind of good. If it's a negative one, it's going to feel almost heavy and aggravating. But you just want to let it be there and create a space where it can happen, and then it'll go away because you're shining the light of awareness onto that emotion. So step number 4 is to always come back to the present moment. If you get distracted during meditation, you're thinking too much. A lot of people get this. They sit down and they just start thinking. I've done it before. I've sat down for a meditation and I get up and I realize I've been thinking for 20 minutes. But the point of meditation is not to stop thinking. So you always want to come back to the present moment. Just be aware of your body. Be aware that you're thinking. And through that awareness, it actually calms the mind, and you actually end up thinking less. And once you keep coming back to the present moment, you want to try to stay in it as long as you can. So every time you realize that you've drifted off from the present moment through thought or some sort of emotion, just bring it back to the present and just be aware of what happened. And the coming back to the present actually trains your brain, and it gets stronger and stronger at becoming more present. So meditation is a great way to become present and keep it going throughout the day. I find that if I'm trying to be present throughout the day and I don't meditate, it's a little harder because I forget. But if I meditate, it really gets me focused and centered so I can stay present throughout the entire day. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to go in more detail with any of these techniques, just comment below and let me know. Make sure you subscribe and like this video so we can get it up and spreading that awareness. Peace.